Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I want to show you a very interesting Bulgarian dessert called Gris-Halva. This dessert is made with semolina. Many of the dishes in Bulgaria have Turkish or Greek names and have equivalents all around the Balkans and even in some Central European countries. So what exactly is semolina? Is this grainy white flour. In Bulgarian they call it gris. In Russian we call it manka. Your general baking flours are made from what is known as common wheat, which makes up around 80% of the entire world's wheat harvest. Semolina is made from a species of the wheat called durum wheat, which also has a few other names including pasta wheat and macaroni wheat. Durum wheat grows mostly in the Middle East, but very popular in pasta making industry and also desserts, especially in the Middle East, like mamul cookies. Famous cakes like Turkish basbousa, Lebanese namura, and Greek rivani also made with semolina flour. With its high gluten and protein content, it's a good candidate for certain desired textures, easy moldable when combined with fat and or heated up. And here is the list of the ingredients and also will be listed in the description box below. So let's see what we need. We will need 200 grams of coarse semolina, 200 grams of sugar, 200 milliliters of milk, 100 milliliters of water. We're also gonna need 100 grams of butter, 20 milliliters, which is about 2 tablespoons of oil, 1 cinnamon stick, and a 1 packet of vanilla sugar or 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. This dessert is usually molded in different shapes, so I have some ideas for you. I have this one. I also have couple silicone forms where you could just simply mold into, and you can get them on Amazon. They're not very expensive, so you can make different shapes. Just look around the house and see what you have that you can mold your Gris-Halva into. We're gonna start by making a syrup first. In a small saucepan, add water, milk, granulated sugar, and a vanilla sugar. If you don't like using vanilla sugar, you can just add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Mix it around. Don't forget to drop your cinnamon stick in it and place it on the stove. We need to bring the syrup to boil. In all semolina desserts that I mentioned, the syrup is made and then poured over the cake. In our case, is gonna be mixed into semolina. So you need to keep your heat high. As soon as your mixture comes to a boil, you just need to boil it for less than a minute and then reserve it. And then in a frying pan like this with high borders, we're gonna add our oil, and you can use any type of high smoking point oils like sunflower oil, canola oil, or even peanut oil. And then we're gonna add our butter. We need our butter to be distributed evenly into the oil, and the reason the combination of two is used is so the butter doesn't burn. And as soon as it comes to a boil, we're just gonna add our semolina to it and we're gonna start mixing it. This whole process of cooking semolina is gonna take us 15 minutes. Yes, is that long? I'm sorry guys, but you have to constantly stir it, otherwise it's gonna burn. So here is the result of for 5 minutes of cooking semolina. As you can see, is a light brown color. And here is the result for 10 minutes of cooking time. And I forgot to mention that you need to keep your heat steady medium. And here is the result for 15 minutes of cooking time. As you can see, most of the moisture is gone And our semolina is ready. It's a light brown color. Then gradually we're gonna add our syrup. So I added in 3 addings. So just add a little bit and mix, and then add a little bit more and mix. If you add it all at once, it's just gonna splash all over the place and it's gonna make a mess in your kitchen. And I'm sure you're not gonna want to clean it up. So mix it. And at this point, we are gonna bring it to a boil. Boil it for just a couple minutes, and then we will reduce the heat to low, and we're gonna close the lid and cook it for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, we're gonna check it. And as you can see, it becomes much smoother, and here's the slow motion. Whoa, look at this, it's beautiful. It almost looks like hummus or tahini paste, I should say, but this is mesmerizing. The texture is absolutely beautiful, but we're not done yet. We're gonna close the lid for the final 5 minutes. And here it is, it's done. And as you can see, it's completely moldable. You're gonna take it off the heat and just wait a couple minutes until it cools down a little bit so you could play with it. And it's like playing with Play-Doh. You're gonna mold it into different forms. And here I have this form. And I have this spatula. I'm gonna try to find it where I bought this one because I love it. It just gets into little cracks and it's just tiny. Or you just use this spatula and then just make it all even and stuff. But in most cases, Gris-Halva is not molded. Just only fancy cooks do that, like me. Otherwise, it's just poured into a baking dish, and after it sets, it's cut into little squares or diamond shapes. But we're gonna try to be really fancy here, so that's why I'm using different molds for Gris-Halva. So I want to make different ones because I just like pretty things. And as you can see, the reason I mold it like that is because these guys can be filled also. So you could just fill them with whatever you want. You could put some dulce de leche inside of them, or simply walnuts or pistachios, and then make them just totally different. And here's this little dish. I think it's a soy dish that I found in my kitchen. So we're gonna try to mold one into that one. So I think it's gonna look pretty. And of course I have a little bit more left, so I'm gonna try to make all these pretty shapes and as much as I can. So I'm gonna make this flower, and this one just comes out very impressive. You will see it at the end of this video. The presentation is gonna be so beautiful, and if you make it making it for your guests, of course they're gonna appreciate the effort. And a little tiny of the Gris-Halva dough that I have left, I'm gonna mold it into this sake dish. Yes, I think it's gonna look cute too, so we'll just wait and see. And here we go. Yes, we're molding it into a sake dish. And the unmolding is very easy. You just need to help yourself with a paring knife and unmold it onto a plate, and then you can decorate it with whatever you want. And the ones from the silicone forms, they just pop out easily. I'm gonna decorate some with the walnut halves, and some I had little roses just because I figured out if it's a Bulgarian dessert, so it deserves a Bulgarian rose. And just look how pretty it looks. And I forgot to mention, it tastes absolutely amazing. It has a very nutty flavor. It's not very sweet. So I hope you liked this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye.